This program is proudly brought to you by the YJFL Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much more. Everything you need for the YJFL in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store today.
Ned Waters here from Complete Sports Management, here at Shrems Reserve, where Doncaster have just defeated the Park Orchard Sharks by 8 points in a great contest. Joined here with John, head coach of Doncaster. John, pretty good win for the boys today. How do you think they went?
No, it was a good win, Ned. Look, Park Orchard's side that have come up from Divi 2, so they're a real barometer just for our boys to see how much we've improved. As you know, and I think I've spoken about this before, we're a Divi 3 side. We went past Divi 2, playing Divi 1 footy just for the kids' development, and we really built ourselves up for a big game today, and fortunately enough we were just able to get over the line and get the points, yeah.
I thought today it was a really even spread of effort from all the boys. You know, a lot of contributors. Definitely wasn't just a 3 or 4 man job. What do you think of the sort of contribution from everyone today?
Yeah, you're spot on there. That's exactly right. And we said that after the game in the rooms with all the boys. And we talk about 18 links in the chain. And if one breaks, the team breaks down. And today you're spot on. We had 18 contributors at any one time that were on the ground, and that's what it takes, and that's what you need at this level to win games. And unfortunately, life just went our way today, which was good.
As you touched on, now if you do win next week, that'll put you at 7-7 for the year. Do you think that sort of coming up from Div 3, as you alluded to, do you reckon that's sort of a good barometer as to how far the boys have come in terms of their development?
Oh, look, that's a fantastic performance. If we can get up and look, and Ivanhoe, all due respect to Ivanhoe, they're going to be a very tough competition because they're getting all their boys back. So again, it's going to be another test for us. If we can get away with 7-7 after 14 rounds in Divi 1 for these boys, it'll be a fantastic effort. Look, if we'd said that at the start of the year, we're going to finish 7-7, I don't think they would have probably thought I was lock the key out and throw me in the loony tune. But yeah, if we can finish off next week and finish at 7-7, it'll be a fantastic effort for these boys. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time again, John, and good luck for next week. I'll now hand over to Mitch, who's with Park Orchards. Thanks.
Thanks, Ned. I'm here with Park Orchards assistant coach Simon McAuliffe, and we've just seen a narrow 8-point loss for Park Orchards in what was a competitive but challenging day for the club. I suppose, Simon, a day like today, disappointing not to get the result, but a close competitive effort throughout the 4 quarters today.
Yeah, it was a close competitive effort. If our guys bring that every week, some weeks we've been off against a couple of the top teams, but to see them compete right to the very end is very satisfying, you know, as coaches and as a group of parents can watch that sort of footy week in, week out. So, no, we were really wrapped. So,
I think for the second week in a row, you had Fitzroy last week, and again this week, I suppose your defensive unit had to work really hard today, especially in the early stages of today's match. It really seemed like it was the defences taking control of the match. How did you see the work of the defensive unit throughout today, and I guess a bit of last week as well?
Yeah, like Fitzroy, they put you under a lot of pressure with their pretty skillful, and they've got a talented group that bring it sort of forward. Today, I think our back six, which we had a lot of guys go through there, as the season's gone on, they've a lot more organised and make some good choices disposal-wise. And Doncaster, gave it to us, and especially in the third quarter, they came back from half-time really well. So, happy with the defensive effort again, yeah.
I guess similar to what Ned said earlier with John, today you really had, I suppose, an even spread of contributors across the ground, and not just the same 2 or 3 players each week. I think a couple of examples were Knox and Lowther were really good today across the ground. And I suppose, how do you see the performance across the board today?
Yeah, again, like Doncaster, you can't rely on, and we, as a team, we can't rely on, and we haven't got any superstars. We need to sort of compete as a team. So, very happy with, those boys you mentioned. And I guess Josh Foot's last quarter was pretty special. So.
And just finally, next week, final game of the season, Boorandarra at home, pretty challenging opponent, but are you confident that for your final game you can put in a competitive effort and sort of bring something to celebrate at the end of the season in front of your home crowd?
Yeah, we're not there next week just to I guess, give Burundara a warm up for the finals. I think if we bring our best effort, we've beaten a couple of top teams this year, and I'd like to think that playing our last game in Colts, Div 1, that we would bring, we call it the maggot, bring our best maggot and see what we can produce. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks for your time, Simon. So that's it for us today here at Shams Reserve. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next game.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.